Okay, let's start from the beginning. So I'm trying to troubleshoot the mTCP stack and not being able to connect to my network. I'm running an Alcatel, which is the same as an Acer 286, an Acer 915V, I think it is. I've got 3-com Etherlink 3 ISA network adapter. That's a 3C509. So let's just start from the beginning. In fact, the machine's locked up, and I think that's because of duplicate IRQ. So I'm just going to reboot it, and we'll start from the beginning. Just going to exit out of this shell. Okay, so let's configure the adapter. This is a jumperless network adapter, so we need to use the configuration utility. So that's 3C5X9CFG. Configure NIC. When you auto configure, saying the transceiver type cannot be automatically selected at this time because the NIC is not connected to a network, which it is. You should check the transceiver type configuration and change it if necessary. So saying everything's been also auto selected. So it always defaults to IO address 300H, IRQ10. Boot prom disabled, transceiver type auto selected. I'm going to change that to twisted pair because I know that's all I'm going to use. I don't know anyone who uses a coax or BNC token ring type network anymore. Network driver optimization. Now I'm not sure what server means. It doesn't tell me what OS it is, but I'm just going to go with DOS client. Optimize the network driver for a DOS client. Maximum modem speed. I don't think this really matters. In fact, I can say no modem. Plug and play disabled, full duplex I'll leave disabled because that's the default. I've tried either way. So okay, so that's done. I'm going to quit from here. I'm going to go to the directory. Sorry, a bit rusty with DOS. This is where mTCP is. If we look in here, I've got two different types of packet drivers. I've got this one here, Cry NWR. I don't know what that stands for, but anyway. So let's go in there. I'm going to use the 3C90509 packet driver. Set an address of 0x60. So that's worked from what I can see. It's got the correct address, 300, IRQ10, and this MAC address matches the MAC address printed on the Ethernet card. So now I'm going to set the environment variable. So set mTCP CFG equals C mTCP mTCP.cfg. I'm going to edit that and just have a quick look. mTCP.cfg. Just to confirm, I'll show you this is the address here. So I've loaded the packet driver. I've set the environment variable to this file. I've tried, by the way, to enter in fixed IP address here, but I get an error saying there's something about nothing, something to do with nothing on the ARP has been received. Anyway, let's come out of here. So we set the variable. So now I'm just going to run DHCP. By the way, I do seem to have a link light on the switch. I'm running a Ubiquiti network here. I work in IT, so I've got a pretty good idea of networks. So I'm running Ubiquiti standard 24 port PoE switch with a Ubiquiti security gateway, running DHCP. Obviously everything else in the house is absolutely fine. People's phones are working, TVs, PCs, laptops, etc. all get IP addresses, no problems. Obviously I don't think I need to set a static IP address or anything like that for this. It can just pick up from DHCP. It looks like the PC is actually locked up. Like that. I can't turn number lock on and off. Oh no, it doesn't look like it's locked up. Number lock is turning on and off, but I think it's been more than 10 seconds. Oh no. So it's sent 2 attempts already. We'll just wait for the 3rd and I'll show you the message that we get. There you go. Error. Your DHCP server never responded, but your Ethernet card is receiving packets. Check your DHCP server or increase timeout period. Okay, fair enough. So it looks like something's working. So I'm going to leave that driver loaded, the packet driver, but I'm going to edit the. If I do a ping first of all, actually, just ping Google. So saying your lease has expired. So let's edit that file again, and we'll skip the HCP this time. I'll show you something interesting actually. So I know this IP address is free, this one here. Correct network mask, and that is the gateway. So if I run that again, we'll get the same error saying lease is expired. But if I go back to the config, and if I just comment out, oh, wait for it to. Oh, it's locked up again. So I wonder whether or not there is a conflicting IRQ. I've got COM ports disabled, and the parallel ports disabled as well. The only other adapter in this machine is a sound card. It's running a compact flash to IDE adapter. Everything else seems to work fine. So I'm just going to copy this hash sign and rem it out. The keyboard layout's wrong, so I don't know where the hash symbol is. So it's easier just to do this. So there, we've commented the lease timeout. So now if I run that ping again, it's allowing me to do it. And I've effectively set a static IP address. There you go, timeout waiting for ARP response. So I'm a bit of a loss really. I've tried all of the IRQs. I've not changed the base, the IO address, but I've tried IRQ 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 15. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I've also tried this adapter and I get similar results. This is a Realtek chipset. It's a RTL 8019 AS. It's NE2000 compatible, but I get the same results. Yeah, there we go. So I don't really know what's up. And if I put a laptop on the end of this Ethernet cable, it gets an IP address. So the cable's fine. I have swapped it out, but the cable's fine. So I'm a bit of a loss. So any help would be greatly appreciated. As I said, I'm a bit of a loss as to what's going on. Thank you.